We have returned to Monolith Lake, and consequently, we now have food for days, but we don't have reason to linger for days. We have what we need for a Moosehide Satchel, and Timberwolf Mountain and Ash Canyon. Oh, wait. It's time to get out while the getting is good. Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of The Long Dark in our Against All Odds series, where I'm going to pick these cans up off of the fire and see how things are looking outside. Now, it is still early morning, so I'm not necessarily going anywhere just yet. But I would like to step out here and enjoy a moose steak, since I have access to so many. And also, it's time to grab this big guy. It's hard to believe that we were wandering away from this cave for more than 10 days so that this thing could cure, but we were. And there it is. That's gonna be the challenge. Wow. Okay. There are probably things I can drop. Yeah, there we go, actually. But that's not a lot. I can do better than that. See, I am carrying some extra clothing items, but I would really like to hold on to those. So tell you what, why don't we need to pass some time anyway. Let me do some repairs, which will eat up some clothing and free up some weight that way. Because I really, ideally, I need to bring a little bit of food with me. And ideally, I need to have a little bit of water on me. Okay. Ironically, the spare wool ear wrap in our inventory is now better than the one we're wearing. So I guess I'll just wear it. Interesting that it shows a difference, but there's actually not one. Unless the decimal point just doesn't show correctly, which is possible, because it's only one decimal point in that case. Goes back to what I've talked about many, many times over the course of Against All Odds, especially in more recent seasons, talking about the scent indicators. And just because you don't see one on the screen or because it says one doesn't mean it's exactly one. Could be less than one, could be more than one. To some degree. Just has to do with the game, has to do with how the game represents information. So, yeah, there's nothing else I can really drop. And I also have to bear in mind that, yeah, hang on. If I'm going to do this properly, especially like, hang on. If I'm going to do this properly, let me pick this up. I don't want it to get cold. There's the moose meat that I'm, or not the moose meat, but the wolf meat that I'm never going to eat. All right, let me sleep for 2 hours back here. Just to regain a little bit of energy so that we are more fully rested toward the beginning, or towards the latter part of the morning, I should say. And I'm kind of tempted, even though it's going to involve some climbing, I'm kind of tempted just to make my way back. Yeah, see that? I still have that steak. If I grab one more...
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
I'm officially encumbered. But that's enough food to get me out of here. So let's just go with it. And there might be some additional things that I can drop that I just didn't see fast enough. So, health is in really good shape at this point, which I'm very happy to see. I cannot overstate how happy I am to see my health almost back up to 100%. It was looking pretty dicey there for a couple of episodes. So now we're in much better shape. It would be interesting, wouldn't it, if there on like the stats screen, if there was a way to see a more precise amount of the scent that you were giving off. I'm fine with the 3 indicators remaining exactly as they are with no change, as we're accustomed to. But since we know that sometimes you can be giving off a scent without one little scent indicator giving up, unless that's been fine-tuned in the like fine print of like some patch in the last year or two, which is possible. Not to my knowledge, though. I'm fine with it staying that way, but what if we had it, like, on this screen, so where you could see, like, exactly how much scent we're giving off? Like, give us the numeric value. Give us the actual threat. I'd be curious about that. All right, I would like to try and get inside the cave up here if I can before I get cold. And maybe what I can do to save energy for these climbs is I can...
Someplace to escape this cold.
I'm working on it, Jennifer. I'm working on it. All right, so we have the sapling there, which I'm not going to worry about. I had someone pointed out to me earlier in the series, you missed a sapling, and it's like, I saw the sapling. There's no reason for me to chop that down and put it anywhere right now, because when am I going to come back for it? And it's too much to lug around. All right, so we've got a burned out campfire back here. But, yeah, that would be a crappy time to discover I'd left my bedroll behind. Let me go ahead and... I guess what I'll do is drop those on the ground. And we're going to sleep. Not going to get 2 hours. We'll get more like 1. Perfect. Let's see if I can eat the rest of that without... Nope. Still got 330 calories of it. So I'm kind of starting to think that maybe I didn't need to bring any moose meat with me, and I just need to, you know, go for it. Because right now I'm fully rested. I still have a small steak on me. Thank you for the ominous music, game. This is really appreciated. Because I didn't have enough anxiety in my life. I mean, I'm pretty... I know exactly which way to go to get out of here quickly. And I'm going to take that route. But the challenge is the climb. Because by the time we get to the bottom of this climb, we will have gone down 2 long ropes. Thankfully, the climb up, which is the one that's going to be truly draining, is... Wait a minute. Where the heck is the climbing spot? Is it down here? It's down here. The climb up is a short one. Okay, what the heck? Now I'm getting annoyed because where is this climbing spot? Was it back there? Maybe it was back there. It wasn't over there. Wait. The climbing spot wasn't up here, was it? It totally wasn't up here. Okay. Hang on. I'm going to have to double back. I know my way, he said. Wait, no, it was up here. I came down here after the climb up. All right. No, see, I'm overthinking it. I'm overthinking it. I remember coming down the hill that I just climbed up. So, don't tell me I'm not tired enough. Don't give me that. It's fine, game. It's fine. I just need to warm up for a bit. That's all I need. So let's pass time. All right, that's good. Pick up and eat that. Now that should be the last of it. No, there's still 186 calories. Nice. All right. Just trying to make sure I'm fully rested for this climb, but it would be nice if I could find the freaking climbing rope. So, yeah, see, now the weather's turning ugly. Doubling back just now cost me precious time. All right, so it's not down there. Okay. And it's not over here. Unless I just, like, didn't go down a slope that I forgot about. I think that's what it is. I think there's a slope right here. No? Is it up here? I am losing my entire mind. What the crap? Is it back there? See, to my memory, it was down that way. That's where I remember it being. it just feels like a Twilight Zone moment right now, where like the shape of the land has literally changed, and it's not the same as I remember it. It's freaking me out. It has to be over here. It has to be. There's no sensible alternative. I know the climbing spot is up here. Okay, now I'm actually questioning my own sanity. Genuinely and sincerely. Why is this so hard? What am I overlooking? Do I need to go, like, around that corner or something? I thought I just did that a lot. But, okay. Need to go back inside the cave. I mean, if I'm lucky, this is going to lead to some weather towards the end of the day. I'm going to... This is the kind of episode where I would think, do I just need to restart this one? But number one, I've already slept a couple of times, so, like, that ship has sailed. But also, this is very genuine. Like, I just deduced correctly that I came down this hill, you know, when I came back to Monolith Lake. The hill that I just climbed up. I remember sprinting down it, in fact. Now I know why the game's giving me ominous music, because it's literally messing with me. It's rude. Okay. What am I missing? I'm missing something obvious. I'm not looking down a path that I looked down before. Possible that I can step over here and find out. I think I just did that a minute ago, but it's possible I could do that. Okay, there's nothing here. There's no climbing rope. It's got to be back here. But no, there's no other path. And that's the lake. That's the cave. This isn't even facing the right way. Okay. It's got to be back here then. I just had this line in my head, and as soon as I get to the rope, I'm even more confident in the direction that I'm traveling. But now it's getting cold. My opportunity to travel this episode has just been dramatically cut in half. Okay, hold on. Maybe the rope was, like, over there. That's not the way I remember it. At all. But I'll go and look. Because at this point, I'm just wandering around like an idiot. What the hell? Oh my god. Oh my god. Where is this freaking climbing spot? What am I not seeing? This is the most frustrated I've been since I brought the channel back. What the shit is happening? I know. I remember sprinting down that hill to get back to Monolith Cave. I remember coming around these rocks. I remember all of that. I've got to get back inside. Oh, this is so frustrating. See, I can already feel the thoughts creeping in, like, did you come up the hill? Did you? Maybe you went the other way. Because I remember exploring in both directions. I remember exploring up the hill and then on that more straight path to the right of the hill. And it's like, am I remembering a different hill? You know? Alright, I'm gonna need water soon. I had enough water to get me out of here. And now I'm glad I brought the extra moose steak. Holy crap. It's just fueling me in a way that was not intended. Now it's compensating for my overwhelming confusion. No, I didn't. Thank you, game. All right, there we go. Now let's sleep for another hour, because I do need my energy in tip-top shape. For those of you who enjoy seeing forward progress in a long dark run, I apologize for the inconvenience. And now it's getting dark. Kill me. I had the beginning of the day to just make this trip. To just go. And now, okay, I'm not going to do the same thing again. There's no point. I know there's nothing that way. So I must be misremembering somehow. It's literally the kind of memory. Lines must have gotten crossed, and the memory of running down this hill towards Monolith Lake with my stim. Like, I remember I had taken the stim pack and I ran down this slope. I remember sprinting. Was that at a different time? It has been a few days since I recorded. I went out of town, but that wasn't long ago. I'm going to look to the left real quick before I go back to that cave. I'm going to have to go back to that cave. And yes, I left the other moose stick behind, I think. Or did I pick it up? No, I left it behind. Oh, man. This is Twilight Zone, I'm telling you. Like, I feel like that's where I'm at. I just wanted to, like, at the break of day, at the beginning of an episode, just make a beeline. For the exit. Was it over here? Because I remember coming back this way before I set out exploring. So maybe I was misremembering, but, like, I could have sworn it wasn't this hill that I sprinted down. You'll be fine. Relax. Okay.
My fingers feel numb.
You'll be fine. Your fingers are going to feel a lot more numb if we don't find a way out of here. So it was back here. So now the question becomes... Yeah, the climbing spot's right down here. Right? Yeah, there it is. All right, so now the question becomes, which hill was it? I might be remembering a moment from earlier in the series when I had to run down that hill back to shelter.
This is so cold. I just want to lay down for a bit.
Wow. Well, okay. Here's what I'm going to do. Now that I know where I'm going, right after saying that I know where I'm going, and I actually didn't, this is so going to be one of those times where, like, as soon as I hit, I'm going to slam the stop button at the end of the recording and, like, rage back to my recordings and, like, watch that episode where I ran down the hill and then find the one for the memory that I'm thinking of so that I can explain what my brain is doing right now. Because what the hell? Okay. I'm going to double back because I need to actually leave with the supplies that with the supply situation that I had prepared for myself. I've just wasted 20 minutes. Okay, so yeah, I sprinted here. That's it. When I sprinted down this, I I think that's what happened. I think in my head, I was so, like, I had just taken the stim. I was on adrenaline, literally and figuratively. I was running back to the cave as fast as I could, and I perceived that small slope as the big one. I really did. And it's possible that there's also some, like, another memory from having to run down that slope popping into my mind and messing with me a bit. That's very possible. Yeah, I can break this down real quick. I'm going to need sticks for a fresh fire. Wow. Well, the long dark does it again.
Starting to feel numb.
I guess I shouldn't trust my memory of the bottom of the ravine either, should I? Once I get down those 2 ropes that I was looking for. Like, I know I need to go right, but maybe I don't. Maybe I need to go left. Who knows? That was... I'm glad I figured it out, but that was... I wasn't kidding. That was the most annoyed that I've been all year. There's nothing worse than, like, starting off an episode in a really confident position, having had a day away or a day or 2 away from recording, and, you know, generally feeling good about the direction you're going to be going in the next couple of minutes, and speaking about it, just to add insult to injury, speaking about how confident you are, and then just realizing there's one little detail that you don't quite have down perfectly, and you just lose half the episode to it. Sorry, venting. I'm very annoyed. So, I don't want to have the meat on me. That just feels like I'm asking for trouble. So let's start a fire. No magnifying lens, no tinder needed, and we'll use the stick. I'm still going to be able to make a good amount of progress, I think, before the end of this episode, but I had the potential to get out of Hush River Valley today. And now that's not going to happen. It might happen in today's recordings, but in this episode, no, it's not happening. There's no way. And I genuinely find that incredibly annoying. All right, so water. Water. And while that is preparing, I'm going to go look for some additional sticks because I need some additional sticks. Yeah, weather's not looking great. Yeah, the other crappy thing is I'm actually not that well, like, because I slept so much through the day, like, I'm not that tired. Unfortunately. I've never come so close to just shooting a bunny out of spite. Sorry if that's dark, but I'm freaking annoyed, okay? Okay, so literally the one stick that's here is just this branch.
If I don't warm up.
Yes. Yes, thank you, Jennifer. I can see the cold meter. It's on my screen. It's bright red. I appreciate your input. That's very, very helpful. Salty Hadrian is salty. Whoa. What the heck was that? I hope that was either a noise that was really loud in my building or a noise in the game that I have no explanation for whatsoever. What the heck? Alright, so that's just 3 sticks. That's not enough sticks to really keep this fire going. And I don't trust the fire. Hang on. What's it feel like back here? 62? Yeah, I don't like it. Let's go ahead and drink this. And how much time's on the fire? Hour 34? Do I have any coal? No, I don't. I might as well go back out and try and find... Well, I need to pass time for a bit. Alright, I need an hour and 9 minutes, but I just needed to be a little warmer before I went anywhere, so... Now, to find sticks at this point, I would need to go right. Because I haven't really explored... Wow, yeah, this is great. This is super great. Love everything about this. This just fills me with joy and excitement and just feelings of fulfillment and progress. This is great. This is where I killed the moose. So I am walking in the direction I thought I was. That's nice. That's a nice feeling to have. To actually be where you think you are when you walk a certain direction in a blizzard.
Oh, so cold.
Why couldn't I do that when the blizzard wasn't there? Just wondering. Alright, so there's a torch. That's not helpful. See, now what really sucks is I'm going to lose some of the health that I've gained back if I keep wandering around here looking for wood. And there's not any wood, by the way. There's that giant branch that there's no way I'm chopping up right now. Plus it's nighttime, so nothing is going to happen there. There's that sound again. Alright, so let me head back. Yep. Need to sneak around this way to get back to my cave. And my fire. And my moose meat. And my bedroll, which is still in the cave. Oh boy. Approaching the 30-minute mark. Great. Love that. Love that for me. I love an entire episode of wasted time. It's great. It's great. It's great. It's wonderful. It's exactly how I wanted to spend these 30 minutes. Alright, so... got 50 minutes left on the fire. Feels like 60 degrees. So it's pretty consistently staying at about 35 back here. I don't know if I trust it. Yeah, let's pick these up. The bedroll provides another 8 degrees. Feels like 60 at the moment. Let me... tell you what. Let me pass time for part of an hour. Okay. That wasn't very long, actually. Alright, that was about 15 minutes. Still feels like 60. So once this is gone, it's going to feel like 35, which is not great. From the whole perspective of needing to stay warm. But I just need to know that I can trust it to stay above freezing, and then I can sleep. I've been kind of... 61. Okay, so the temperature did go up. Okay, it's probably... yeah, the blizzard is going away. That's nice. Good to know. But that also... it's not very reassuring, because it's like... is it gonna get lower? Like, I'm glad it's going down, but... alright, so... let's drink some water. I don't know why I said just 2 hours, but I guess that makes sense. In a situation where I was slightly cold, I might wake up before I freeze completely to death. Nope, still good. 53 days, 11 hours, 16 minutes. Not bad. All right, let's now sleep for as long as I can. Sounds like it's still pretty cold out. Yeah, it definitely seems like I'm managing to stay. Yeah, let's go ahead and eat that. Seems like I'm managing to stay at the correct temperature, or at a suitable temperature at least. I think I just slept with moose meat on me. Thankfully, no wolves came in to take a bite. Okay, so the bedroll does supply a warmth bonus when I pass time, so let's pass time for 3 hours. In this case, you can watch it, which is interesting. And it actually says the feels like included the bonus, which was pretty cool. It was rounding up, but it included the bonus. Okay, so now that I know where I'm going, let's sleep for the remainder of time that I need to sleep. And before I frickin' end this episode, I'm gonna make forward progress, damn it. Believe me, I mean, I've mostly figured it out in my head and vocalized those thoughts. But I am still going back and watching the tape, so to speak, because I want to see if there was a previous sprint down the hill that I'm thinking of that is easily, like, interpretable as what I was thinking of in my head. Okay, so I am going to take one moose steak with me. And of course the game gives us just a beautiful, serene, barely cloudy morning. And a wolf howl in the distance. That's hilarious. And I am encumbered, but it's just on account of the moose meat, I think. I did pick up my frickin'... Yeah, I did. All right, we're good.
Thank goodness. Made it through another night.
Well, on the plus side, and this is not a snarky comment, this is actually quite sincere. On the plus side, I will never make that mistake again. Like, next time I'm at Monolith Lake, I'm going to know the difference between this path and that path. And you probably will too, so you're welcome. My God. It's tough, too, in terms of, like, calibrating your thoughts, thinking about which decision you need to make, which path you need to choose, where you need to go. It's good in the long dark in any situation, I would imagine. I'm not a professional survivalist by any stretch, but it's good to have, like, confidence in the direction that you're going. Because you want to have
Sure getting cold.
reasons that you're choosing the path that you're taking, even if they turn out not to be good reasons. But at the same time, especially when you're in an unfamiliar area,
It's a goddamn freezing.
this is not unfamiliar anymore. I know exactly where I'm going. Just walked right into the cave without even looking. Especially when you're not in an unfamiliar area. There's also something to be said for, like, checking yourself when it comes to your assumptions about what's where, etc. There's absolutely something to be said for that. Like, what's going to happen when you go down a certain path? And so it's tough. It's like, where do you draw the line between those two things? All right, let's go ahead and sleep for 2 hours. Okay. And you know what? I hate to do this, but we're at the 35-minute mark, and I've got to get this episode uploaded. Yeah. I really wanted to get farther in this one, and this has been nothing but a lesson in the navigation of the areas around Monolith Lake and the paths extending from Monolith Lake. Glad I have it, but in an episode where I was prepared to just beeline the F out of this zone, it just feels like a buffer episode before I actually get to do that. So at least we're closer to the top, and we'll have even more energy for that climb down. We'll have like maximum energy, so that's good. And we're at the same situation we were in at the beginning of this episode, which is that we are ready to go. And again, we've had a buffer episode now, accidentally. But we also are fully rested and have food, have water. And I'm not kidding when I say that, like, that minor confusion about the path aside, like, I do know where I'm going in the ravine, because you just saw me traverse that path in the opposite direction. It's just, I got the pathways mixed up in terms of the one that I was coming down on the way back to Monolith Lake. So now that I've worked that out, I know exactly where we're going, and I can get us out of here. And then we get to go to Timberwolf Mountain, and we get to go to Ash Canyon, because there are things in Ash Canyon that we need. If you don't know what those things are, stay tuned. It's worth finding out, especially if you haven't played The Long Dark in a while, especially if you haven't felt motivated to play The Long Dark in a while. There's some stuff coming up in Ash Canyon. We're going to do Timberwolf Mountain first, but there's some stuff coming up in Ash Canyon that you're really going to want to see, assuming we survive that long and don't get eaten by a bear while I'm trying to escape this godforsaken zone. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one somehow, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If it's not your first time or even your second, look for the join button to access unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes are coming out every day at 1 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.